doing very well. In today's video, the atmosphere is a little bit different. I hope you don't mind me filming it in a different location. It's just a lot easier to set up. Sit in here instead of doing it over by my usual place, which is literally behind where the camera is right now. It's currently 10 past midnight on a Saturday, but technically Sunday. I didn't film videos yesterday, so I normally film videos on Fridays. It was so hot where I live in England. I mean, it wasn't that hot, I've been in hotter, but you know when it's just too hot and you just lose your energy, so I didn't film any videos on Friday, and I thought, okay, let me film a video quickly so I have something to put out on Monday. So it's proper casual. I'm literally in my pajamas, I'm sitting on my bed. I have a feeling that this isn't even in focus, or it's in really bad quality. I'm very sorry. I thought I'd try out autofocus for once. This will be the first time I'm using autofocus on this camera. I've been using manual focus. I also really quickly want to say, I don't want to make this intro too long, but I really want to say quickly that I am so grateful and so thankful for all the support on my previous video, my 10-year tattoo anniversary video. You guys are just so awesome, and you're all saying very, very nice things about that video, and honestly, sounds so sad, but I've been planning to do that video since I started YouTube. I'm not even joking, like I've been planning to do that video pretty much since I started YouTube, if I carried on that was. But last year, when I was still doing YouTube, obviously, because I've been doing YouTube for 2 years now, woo! Yeah, last year I really started thinking about it even more. I was like, oh, what can I do for ideas? Like, how can I set this out? And yeah, it all come together nicely, and you guys liked it, which is so cool. So honestly, thank you for that so much. So in today's video, I want to talk about going to tattoo artists because of their gender. Now, this was a video idea from someone that watches my videos. Her name is Kels, I believe, or it might be short for Kelly. I looked on her Instagram and it said Kels. But yeah, I had this message from someone that watches my videos, and she said that she had a conversation with one of her friends about, you know, going to tattoo artists because of their gender. I'm not going to read her message or anything like that, just in case, you know, she doesn't want her personal life out there on blast. I'm not that kind of person. So, but she said that, you know, she has gone to female tattoo artists just to support them type thing. I completely understand that, because for many years the tattoo industry was very, very highly dominated by men. It's not so much that way anymore. I mean, there is more male tattoo artists than there is female, but female tattoo artists are very popular nowadays. You know, there's a lot more of them, they're a lot more common. You see them a lot on Instagram, but yeah, it's still a pretty male dominated industry, and it always has been way back. So yeah, I want to talk about the subject of people going to specific gender tattoo artists for specific types of tattoos. So I'm going to use a couple of made up scenarios here or what have you, and just to try and explain what I'm trying to say, and I really want your guys' input on this topic also. This is one of my super casual videos. I don't know if you can tell, like I was saying, I'm here in my bed in my pajamas. So this is proper casual, like this is just a rambly video. So I want your guys' input, and I want your guys, if you guys have ever been in this sort of situation, or if you've ever chosen a tattoo artist because of their gender, then comment down below, or your thoughts on what I'm about to say and stuff like that. I need to stop saying stuff like that. Someone commented on one of my videos the other day, like, stop saying that. Stop saying stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. So yeah, say I wanted a sternum tattoo. It's something that I have actually been thinking about lately. I don't know why. I've always been not against them or anything. It's just not been my type of thing. Like I've always said, I'm quite flat chested. I don't want to accentuate anything to do with my chest area. Do you know what I mean? Like I always put off having a chest piece because, you know, I'm flat chested. I don't want any more attention to that area. That's my method behind the madness. Say I wanted either a chest piece or a sternum piece, I for sure 110% would go to a female tattoo artist, like without a doubt, because I'm not insecure about my chest area. Like it doesn't bother me, but the reaction from other people bother me, because throughout like my teen years and what have you, I'd always be, you know, the flat chested girl, the girl with no boob, or the boy figure. It was always something that people noticed in my teen years. Not so much now, because, you know, I'm 27 and I don't hang around with little boys anymore. But yeah, if I did want a sternum piece or a chest piece tattoo, the chances are I probably would. I would definitely think about being tattooed by a female tattoo artist over a male. And I would definitely, you know, think of a style of tattoo that I wanted there, and see if I could find a female tattoo artist to do that wherever in the world, you know, because it's one of those tattoos that are for life and they're very visible, especially chest piece tattoos. So I would definitely factor into the account of, you know, my feelings towards having my chest out there and on show. Obviously, to get a chest piece tattoo or a sternum piece tattoo, there's a chance that I would be going to a new tattoo artist for that. Elmo, are you gonna just drink right now? Okay, we'll wait. Okay, I can't wait for this, and I want to drink. Like, it's been forever. What's wrong? It's like he's never had a drink before. I think he's stopped now because I've probably seen a style that I like from a tattoo artist and been like, okay, I've never been to you before, but I want you to do my chest piece. It's a whole new tattoo artist. They've never met me before. They don't know me. So if I walk into a tattoo studio and they're like, oh right, hi, welcome, so you can take off your top now and put on some pasties or whatever. Like, I don't know, I'd feel very awkward meeting a new tattoo artist that was a man and then being like, oh, hi, by the way, yeah, I'm quite flat-chested, just ignore that. Like, I would have, I'm that person, I'm so awkward, I would have to address the fact that I'm flat-chested. I was just like, oh, by the way, I look like a boy, I'm actually a female, I have a vagina. You know, like, I'm that person. So awkward, I just have to address it. I'm like, yeah, I look like a boy. I definitely would go to a female tattoo artist to get my chest tattooed or my stomach tattooed. Not so much stomach tattooed, but sternum place here, which is just under boob, in case you don't know what sternum is. Thought I'd let you know that a bit late in the video for that. But yeah, I would definitely go to a female. I mean, I don't know, like, honestly, if I found a tattoo artist that did amazing work and, you know, that amazing that I'd be like, whoa, okay, yeah, I want my chest tattooed now, and it was male, and then I think I would actually just go for it. But again, like, it would be awkward for me because I'd just be like, oh, I'm flat-chested, so it's just the struggles. I mean, everyone has something that they're not comfortable with, and I'm sure, I don't want you guys to be uncomfortable, but I'm sure, you know, it's like modern day society, everyone has something they're like not insecure about, they just don't like about themselves. And if you don't, then oh my god, yes, hello, love your confidence, be my friend. But, you know, I'm sure you guys can relate in some way, like say you don't like your legs or your bum or your stomach or your neck for whatever reason, you know, like I'm sure there's something that makes you insecure and you'd like to go to the same gender to be tattooed because you feel like they may understand, or they're a bit more sensitive to the subject, or they just get it. You know, if you said to them, oh, I'm kind of insecure about this, or is it okay if I sort of dress this way because I don't want to show this off. I don't want to sound sexist, but I feel like females may get it a little bit more. That sounds horrible. I don't know, I have a lot of male subscribers, but females tend to have that thing, you know, like, we get it. You know, I'm sure there's males out there that get it, I'm not saying there isn't. And I'm sure if you're like female and you talk to a male tattoo artist and said, you know, oh, I don't really like this, I'm sure they would get it. They wouldn't be nasty, they wouldn't poke fun or anything like that. I just, from experience, I think females just get it a little bit more, but not all. I'm sure there's some female tattoo artists out there that are a bit of an asshole as well. Like, I'm not saying that they're not. And there's other reasons why people would go to the same gender tattoo artist, I would believe. Not just like insecurity, they just feel a bit more comfortable around a female, someone of their own gender, or say they're male and they feel a little bit more comfortable around men or whatever, or males. Sorry that I keep talking about from a female perspective, just because, you know, I'm female, so I kind of get it. I don't want to talk from another gender's point of view because I haven't walked in that shoe. So yeah, there'd be so many more reasons. I remember what Kale said in her message. She said, you know, sometimes you would just go to a female doctor because you're female and you want to show them, you know, the female things, and sometimes that you just feel more comfortable. I know I would feel more comfortable going to a female doctor because they get it. They have the bits, you know, they've seen it all before. I mean, most men have seen it all before unless they're gay, obviously, but it just comes down to comfort factor, and being tattooed is a very, very personal thing. I would say so anyway, because they are all up in your grill. If you've been tattooed anywhere on your body, you know tattoo artists are all up in your grill. They're in your personal circle, and obviously they have to be because, you know, they're tattooing your body. So you want to be comfortable in that situation also, I would imagine. There's another reason why I could imagine people going to a specific gender to get tattooed, and that is because of, you know, previous traumatic experiences. This may be a bit triggering for people, sorry if it is, but Kel said this in a message also. She said, you know, people might go to specific gendered tattoo artists because they have been abused by, say, a male, or they've been abused by a female, and they're kind of not okay with people they've just met touching them, which is completely understandable. I can completely understand that, and obviously, you know, you've got to do what you've got to do. If you aren't comfortable with it, you should go to a specific gendered tattoo artist, and I'm sure the tattoo artist that you eventually get tattooed by will completely understand that. If you're even worried about being in the same room as a male, if that makes sense. So some tattoo studios are quite open, and you'll have like a female tattoo artist here, and then male, 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 and then maybe another female, and even being kind of close to a male in that proximity, and maybe being quite undressed also could be quite unnerving. So obviously if that's the case, you can tell your tattoo artist and they will completely understand. Like honestly, tattoo artists are the nicest people you will meet. They are so nice, they're unjudgmental. I mean, I've never had a bad experience with a tattoo artist ever, like never. I've never had a tattoo artist like laugh at me or in that sort of way anyway. Obviously, like if I've said something funny, they've laughed at me. Yeah, they're very accommodating and I don't know, they're just the nicest people, honestly. So if you are uncomfortable or you are nervous about something, tell them. Honestly, they won't find it funny, they won't judge you. Yeah, being tattooed needs to be as comfortable as possible because you are in pain for, you know, 3 minutes to 9 hours. So they want to try and make it a good experience for you, obviously. So I thought I'd just say that. I can't obviously speak for tattoo artists because I'm not one, but just from my experiences and being tattooed for 10 years, they can't do enough for you. They always check on you and they always ask, you know, are you okay? Or what have you. I've sort of gone off a little bit here, sorry. If we talk about my back tattoo that I got recently from Holly, a couple of you guys got tattooed by her recently, which is so cool. Can we talk about that? I think 2 of you got tattooed by her at the Amsterdam Tattoo Convention, which is so cool. So that's awesome. I'm glad some of you guys are being graced by Holly Astral's work. She's just awesome. She's such a cool girl also. But yeah, she did my back tattoo and I had to wear a jumper backwards, well no, a zip up hoodie backwards so she could tattoo me. I had pasties on anyway and I did feel comfortable by the fact that she was, you know, tattooing me, and if anything ever was shown, even though I had like pasties on or nipple covers on, it wouldn't matter so much. But the thing is, because the studio that she works in is open, so you can see everyone getting tattooed. It's just a big open room with beds. So there was guys in there anyway. All the other tattoo artists were guys. So it was a case of, well, if something does happen, they're going to see it anyway. So that kind of did calm me down. It's kind of nerve-wracking at first, I won't lie. In case my jumper sort of just fell off me or something, I'll be like, oh, then ta-da! Even though I had pasties on. But being around a female when you're having something tattooed where you're pretty much naked, it's just nice to have another female there because, you know, if something was to show, then she can sort of defend you or cover you up quickly or be like, oh, it's okay, don't worry. Like, it's nice to have that female presence around. So even if you were getting tattooed by a guy in quite an intimate area, if there's a female tattoo artist there as well, I don't know, that would be a good thing, I think, if you were a bit unsure. But getting tattooed is kind of scary and intimidating for the most of us. I mean, it's okay. I'm kind of okay with it now. Well, if I go to a new studio that I've never been to before, I'm kind of like, ooh, this is kind of exciting, but I'm kind of nervous at the same time because I've never been here before. But then I settle down pretty quickly because I'm in a tattoo studio and I'm like, oh, home. So yeah, I think that's everything I have to talk about in this situation. But I would definitely say never feel bad for choosing a tattoo artist because of their gender, as long as they do the work that you like and you know you love. But don't try and mould a tattoo artist to do someone else's style because they're not of the gender you want to be tattooed by. So say I wanted a Isnard Barbosa type tattoo and I went to someone like Keely Rutherford for this tattoo, it's not gonna work, you know. So if you're feeling kind of insecure and you don't want to be tattooed by a male, but that male is the only person that does that style of tattoo, you kind of just have to embrace it, because you can't go to another tattoo artist and expect them to do the same kind of work when it's not their style. They didn't come up with that style. They haven't practiced in that style for a while. So you have to sort of think about stuff like that. But there's a lot of obviously tattoo artists out there that can do the same kind of style. So you can just go to a, I don't want to say standard, but like a standard realism tattoo artist. So you have like Nico Vitado. If it's not something you can sort of overcome with the fact of, you know, say a tattoo artist is male and you can't find a female substitute if you're female and you want to get tattooed in an area where you're not so comfortable showing males, I don't know, maybe if you want to be quite tattooed, I would say get other tattoos first. Go to other female tattoo artists, maybe get a small tattoo from a male and sort of work your way up to the bigger piece that may be done by the male and you can't find a female substitute to do that style. So sort of maybe work your way up. That's probably the only advice I can have for you on that front, unfortunately, because yeah, if I did find a male tattoo artist that I was thinking, you know what, whoa, okay, he would do a sick chest piece, and if I couldn't find a female tattoo artist that could do the same kind of work, I would probably grit my teeth and just go with the male. I just probably, like I was saying earlier, I'd be kind of uncomfortable and I would just be like, oh god, okay, yep, here's my flat titties. Yeah, it is quite a I think it's a case by case situation on this also. So like I was saying, I would grin and bear it if I couldn't find another tattoo artist to do the similar style that I wanted that was female. I want your guys' thoughts on this whole thing, and it'll be quite an interesting topic to talk about. Everyone's going to be different. Again, this is all my sort of opinions, but I thought it would be a good video to talk about. It was a good suggestion, so thank you to the subscriber that messaged me on Instagram and said, oh, this would be a good topic to talk about, and yeah, it is. So if you guys have got any other topics you want me to talk about, then hit me up, comment down below, or send me a message on Instagram, don't mind. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing very well, and until my next video, bye.